Nicky Wagner.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. To the Minister of Science and Innovation. How is the government working to encourage innovation in the primary sector?
Honourable Stephen Joyce.
Mr Speaker, last week the Primary Industries Minister Nathan Guy and myself unveiled the concept plans for a world-class agricultural research and education facility to be located at Lincoln, just outside of Christchurch. The Lincoln Hub, which is a partnership and investment by Lincoln University, Dairy NZ and Crown Research Institute's Ag Research, Plant and Food and Land Care Research, has the potential to transform New Zealand's farming productivity by providing a one-stop shop single site that will allow information and ideas to be shared much more easily.
Supplementary question, Nicky Wagner.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. To the Minister of Science and Innovation, how will the Lincoln Hub benefit students, exporters and the wider economy?
Honourable Stephen Joyce.
Mr Speaker, obvious concern from the opposition about our investment in science and innovation. They're obviously thinking there's too much of it. The primary sector remains one of the powerhouses of the New Zealand economy, with a 1% increase in primary sector productivity equating to an extra $4 billion in export earnings. The government has set an ambitious goal to double primary sector exports to $60 billion by 2025. The Lincoln Hub and the investment in it will help us achieve that goal by bringing together our public research institutions, private sector players, farmers and producers to drive innovation and exports, to maximise the opportunities for student learners, increase expertise in our research community and provide valuable links between businesses and the public sector.
Mr Speaker.
Supplementary question, Nicky Wagner.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. To the Minister of Science and Innovation, what other government initiatives are supporting growth and innovation in the primary sector?
Honourable Stephen Joyce.
Mr Speaker, in the words of Morris Williamson, more good news. Through the Primary Growth Partnership, the government and industry are investing $657 million in a range of primary sector research initiatives, including research into new shellfish industries, steepland tree harvesting, high-value marbled beef for premium markets, and the reliability of supply and quality of medical-grade Manuka honey. We've created the National Science Challenges to encourage our science and researchers to tackle some of the biggest science-based issues New Zealand faces. A number of these directly affect the primary and rural sector. And, of course, we've increased funding for the PBRF to $300 million by 2016 to ensure excellent research in the tertiary education sector is encouraged and rewarded, including, of course, in the primary sector.
Supplementary question, the Honourable Damien O'Connor.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. How much of the $161 million of taxpayers' money he has given to the meat industry is delivering benefits, given the refusal of the Minister of Primary Industries to answer questions on any deliverable outcomes for Primary Growth Partnership, and the fact that hundreds of farmers have no confidence in the current structure of the meat industry?
Honourable Stephen Joyce.
Well, Mr Speaker, I think the world has known for a long time that there are plans to, if you like, alter the structure of the meat industry, and the government has been very encouraging of the industry to look at its possibilities and its future, particularly around adding value and getting higher benefits for the exports that they produce. And the Primary Growth Partnership is actually focused on a whole range of things that will encourage doing that, and it's actually about getting co-funded research between the private sector and the public sector that leads directly to benefits in innovation and productivity. And the insurance of that, it is working, and the insurance of that is that the private sector industries are putting up the funding, half the funding themselves, so that they can get that benefit.
Point of order, Mr Speaker.
Point of order, Honourable Damien O'Connor.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. I seek leave to table 18 questions put to the Minister for Primary Industries that the Minister has refused to answer.
Are they questions for written answers which are then published and available to everybody?
Mr Speaker, yes, but the Minister has not answered them and it's overdue.
Well, if the Minister hasn't answered them, that's a matter you can certainly take up with me.
I seek leave to table the questions, Mr Speaker.
The easiest ways to resolve it is to allow the member to put his leave. Leave is sought to table some questions that have apparently not at this stage been answered. Is there any objection? There is objection. I move. Order. Question number 7, the Honourable Clayton Cosgrove.
Mr Speaker, my question is to the Minister of Finance and